Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Salman Ahmed Mohammed, and I will like to start our group presentation. And here we have 6 members, and you will hear each of them and during our presentation. So next slide. So our title is the middle class financial planning for marriage, home ownership, and healthcare. And we have, and during this presentation, you will hear the introduction, literature review, and our body parties. Our body parties is like housing plan, marriage, healthcare, and you will hear also recommendation and conclusion. So to start with, what is financial planning? Financial planning is the process of setting goals. So that goals can be evaluating one's current financial situation and developing a strategy to achieve these goals. So these goals is involving budgeting, saving, and investing, managing resources and effectively. So why financial planning is important? And the aim is to secure one's financial future, whether for short-term needs and long-term needs. Also, it needs to have and financial retirement, and after it will be helpful after retirement. So we have also middle class financial planning. We are focusing on our study. We are focusing on middle class financial planning. This is involving and budgeting income wisely. When it's coming middle class, they wisely use their money and when they are making financial planning. For example, they need a marriage, house ownership, and also healthcare system. And let's say when they are married, they need amount of money, so they need to save. And before they married, that amount of money in order to enjoy their wedding day. Also, when it comes to the education, and when the couple is married, they need to have a good education for their kids. So in order to get this, they should use financial planning. Also, there is a health system, and they need to have insurance. And in order to get that insurance for their kids or for themselves, they need to save amount of money. So financial planning is very important for middle class people or middle class income. Next slide. So in order to get all solution for all these things, we make a case scenario. Our group make this case scenario, and this case study is Anas relating to the Anas and Fatima. They are middle class couples, and they earn, and both of them solely they earn individually. They earn, one of them they earn $45,000. And the other one earn $50,000 per year, and every year they earn this amount of money. If we add together this amount of money, it should be $95,000 per year. So they earn this amount of money. They need to have financial planning. If they don't have these things, they don't have any backup money. If they face any bankrupt or something like that, they don't have any financial if they don't have any financial planning, they will struggle a lot. So, and 20,000 for this amount of money for their wage, and they use as a deposit in 2 years. The reason that they are using is home deposit in 2 years. Also, budget for family planning and health expenses. So this, as we mentioned in our definition of financial planning, this family they are using for in order to achieve this, they are using family planning and healthcare expenses. They are deducted to achieve these milestones by contributing to the home funds and adjusting their health insurance. This journey is a good example for what we call financial planning for middle income. And that's it all from me. I will give the mic for the other speakers to continue our presentation. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I'm going to present my part of the video presentation on financial planning course. My part is literature review. So I will explain something about financial planning, middle class income group, and also some major subtopics of major life events on middle income group. So what they said, well, I will talk about what the authors said about these topics. So let's move on about the definition of financial planning. So financial planning is the strategic process to manage the resources, like for financial and lifestyle goals. That is the definition according to the IFSA 2018. And also this man, he suggested, he explained to his journal that there are 6 steps of financial planning. The first step is about defining the scope of engagement. And also the second is one, identifying client goals and assessing the client's financial situation. And the fourth step is about preparing a financial plan. Once you prepare the financial plan, the next 2 steps is to implement that plan and also to review and revise that plan. That's the 6th step according to the EFSA. So now let's move on what the other authors said about middle income group. According to the Van der Beek et al. 2015, he defined the term middle class group refers to the categories of the population, whether their earning is between low and high. These people are not getting low income or high income, it's in between. That is what he explained about middle class income group. Next slide. Next slide. For us, my group, we are focusing on 3 subtopics on our body part. That 3 subtopics are marriage, home ownership, and healthcare planning. These 3 subtopics we will explain based on our case study. That case study is our own case study. We create that case study. So marriage. Let's move on marriage. What they said, the authors. According to the study by Stondran, he said that the idea of marriage from an economic perspective suggested that there can be financial advantage when couples pool their resources and share financial risks. While another author, called Romo, he said that successful financial management in marriage relies on 2 things. What are the 2 things? Trust and open communication. That's essential for middle class couples. According to the home ownership, if we move on home ownership, there are 2 authors. One, he said that when it comes for making home plan, he said that the middle income group, they're supposed to make that they need to allocate some money. That is like budget step by step. That is the idea of Johnson and Smith. But another researchers, they suggested that the middle income group, they're supposed to look buying home as long-term plan. That is what he said about Smith and Peterson, 2020. That is what they said. They said to make it long-term plan. According to the last one is healthcare planning. Healthcare planning, according to the Brown and Davis, he highlighted into his journal that into his study that these unexpected medical costs typically rely on health insurance and emergency funds to boost their ability to handle unforeseen health expenses. That's all for me for the literature review. I will give the mic my fellow friends to explain the next part. Thanks.
Hello everyone, my name is Sayyaf Ahmed. Today I'm going to present house planning, how Fatima and Anas should plan their finance to buy a new house. So as we know, according to the case, their total earning is $95,000 annually and they are saving $2,000 every month for 2 years for the down payment of house buying, which is $20,000. So if we see the payable tax as a merit filing, it's $11,400 annually and monthly $950. And if we see other cost here, housing, it's $1,500, which includes mortgage payment and property insurance, and the utilities. And the utilities, $200. It's like electricity, water, and the related to the home grocery things. And the food, food is $500, which will include grocery buyings and going outside and the transportation for the meals. And the transportation $400, it's like includes fuel and vehicle insurance and garage fixing payment cost and everything. And the insurance $200, which is health insurance, educational insurance, and the personal insurance. And if we see here the payment is zero because they don't have any debt so far. And the entertainment is $200, it's for their personal entertainment cost. And the miscellaneous is $300, which is for like hair cutting, clothes, gifts, and all those things. Next slide, please. And if we see here, their monthly expenses is roughly $4,250, and their savings, they are saving $2,000 every month for their house down payments for 2 years, and they will end up with $48,000 in 2 years. So the down payment is $20,000 and additional cost $12,000. It's hypothetical prediction. For example, for the registration, lawyer cost, transportation related to home buying. So they should have $32,000, but their savings will be $48,000. So there will be no problem for their house buying. They can buy their house without any problems. So income after expenses, and their total expenses, as I mentioned here, $4,250. So they are earning $7,000 every month as a merit filling. So they will left with $2,750 every month. So they should save $2,000. So there will be no problem for them to save $2,000 every month, because they will have $2,750 every month. So possible risk, there are some possible risks for Anas and Fatima. For example, if they lost their jobs, they should have like another backup plan. And if the housing downturn, and it may prevent them to selling their house for a profit. So other one is emergency plan. Anas and Fatima should have backup plan if the things didn't go as they expected. For example, if they lost their job, they should have savings for at least 6 months. So this is the plan. If they follow these steps accordingly, they can buy their house without any restriction, obstacles, and problems. So that's all for me. Thank you for your attention, and I hand over the floor to my fellow mate to continue further. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mohamed Abdulrahman Ogle. Today I'm going to record about my part of presentation. So this is the body part of our report, and this is the first. This is the marriage part. So in this case scenario, before we have two couples that was planning for their financial for their financial future. And the marriage is the one of the the life events that the couples need to focus about for their future. So financial planning may seem like something that you only need to do if you are older and wealthy. So it seems like both of them, Fatima and Anas, they are mature because of their 35 years, both of them. So, but even if you haven't acquired much in the way of assets yet, approaching major life events with a financial plan is essential. So this point is is very crucial that the couples must decide for their financial future, and to prepare something for their future. So your choice of life partner will affect your finance in every way you can imagine. But often the couples both of having essential money for conversation and setting financial goal. It seems that in our case we have Fatima and Anas. They have both of them their budgets, and they earn some money. While Anas is working as a middle school, and Fatima, and he earns like 45,000, and Fatima she's working marketing coordinator, and she's earning like 50,000. So that means both of them, they have enough money that they can cooperate and they can build for their future. So it's essential to have honest dialogue about the money before you walk down lane. So that means, both of them, they have to come together, they have to combine their assets, they have to plan for their future also like that. So here are some breakdowns for their financial planning for Anas and Fatima. So these are some breakdowns that they could focus on for their future income. So the first one is combining income together. This means Fatima and Anas, well, they have a capitalist, and they're going to reach their future achievely, they have to come and they have to combine their income. Well, both of them, they are earning some money. So that amount, when they combine that amount for 55,000 and 50,000, it will be like 45,000 and 50,000, it will be like 90,000. So that 90,000, it will be much amounts that they can build for their future. So another one, short-term goal and home ownership. So that means for 2 years, they are planning to hometown for $220,000. So if they deduct for their money every month some amount of money, they budget some amount of money, they will reach and they can earn or they can rent for that home. So another one is budgeting. And while both of them, they are individually economically mature, they can allocate some budget for their future. Also, this point is family planning. So that means family planning means they have to allocate also some budget for their children, for their maybe their parents, so and their other expenses. So they have to think about their financial plan also like this point. So another one is emergency fund. In case if there is emergency something, they have to have some money that they can use that emergency fund or that expenses. The last point, but not least, it's unity and commitment. While the both of couples have enough money, they have unity and they have to commitment for their goals and their achievements. So that's all of the merit for both couples, and thank you all.
Hello everyone, my name is Sulaiman Abdurrahman Ibrahim, and today I'm here to give you an elaborate introduction about my topic. And my subtopic is healthcare costs. As we know all, healthcare costs is a crucial of personal finance and well-being of each individuals. And you know, this world, each members or each partners, they have some challenges, or may they face some challenges, which is financial crisis. And this is because some people, they may not have saving budgets that they could pass it in these challenges. So we have an author which is well known, and his name is Millis. He said in 2024, and he said 2014, to overcome these challenges or to address these challenges, families must plan their future in order to be successful. And also, in this case, we have Anas and Fatima. They possess challenges. Both of them, they have a clear vision and well understanding about their future plan, and to be effectively plan their future health, those upcoming steps, they should have to flow. Okay, next. So these are the steps that both of them, they should flow. First one is assess current health insurances. Both Fatima and Anas, both of them, they should have to analyze what they are going to do in the future. And also they should have to analyze their current income, what they have and how they're going to spend. And next, estimate the future health care needs. This is about to predict their future incomes and also what the future holds. For example, how many kids will be born and how they can spend their money safely. And also we have a budget for the health care. Both of them, they should have to have saving budget which is separate other incomes. For example, they should have to put aside some money that intended to be budget as a health coverage. And lastly, we have emergency funding healthcare. This is all about, as we know, all the life will not be same. So both of them, they may need some income, which is, you know, sometimes if they see some situation is suddenly, they can overcome easily and they can spend their money as an emergency saving. And that's all from me, and I will let the mic to the next presenter.
Hi, my name is Bilal Sahak. I'm going to conclude the case study report, and this is the conclusion of our report. So there are 5 main points that our case study report focuses on. The first one is focuses on financial planning, especially on the middle group income. And also the case study covered is about Fatima and Anas. They are going to tackle some problems of life, and the problems are like home ownership, marriage and financial planning, and healthcare costs. So for home ownership, they are going to pay a portion of their money to the house owner in order to tackle this problem. And for another one, they have planned before marriage, and they want to make sure they have a good marriage, not to come to divorce. And last one is healthcare costs. It is also very essential, because nowadays healthcare costs is really important for family to tackle, especially for middle class group to tackle this problem. And this is the conclusion. This is the recommendation. I'm going to recommend some important points to tackle these problems. First one is maintain honest and open communication. Means you have to have open communication with advisor in order to tackle the problems. Another one is build an emergency fund. Before tackling the problems or starting anything, you have to have some money in order to tackle it. And diversify investment. There should be different types of investments to address the issues. Insurance for family planning. Insurance means for everything you have to have insurance. So that's really important for tackling the problems. Last one is regular budgeting. There should be a regular budget. Means you have to have money to back up the problems, or where you need money, you have to pay. And another one is healthcare cost research. You have to research about healthcare cost. How much is the cost of health care? For example, you wanna cover the money of pregnancy and child care, so that's why it's essential. Lastly, stay financially informed. Means you have to update yourself about the financial situation of your money. And that was our report, and thank you so much.